Good morning and welcome everyone. Today we will start a new lesson and the name of the lesson is Small Kingdoms in South India. In this chapter we will discuss about the small kingdom of the South India, that is the Cholas, Pandyas and the Cheras. And also we will discuss about the governance of the South India. And then we will also discuss about the Shankaracharya, the great philosopher of the South India, who propound the philosophy of Advaita, that means the oneness of the soul to the God. The medieval era of the 500 years saw some important development in southern India. There were three kingdoms south of the Deccan, that is the Cholas, Pandyas, and the Cheras. The Tanjore area, which became Tamil Nadu later, was the center of the Cholas. Madurai was the center of the Pandyas, and Malabar coast was the center of Cheras. We gather knowledge and the information about these three kingdoms, that is the Chola, Chera and Pandya, from the Tamil literature, and the name of the literature is Sangam literature. Sangam literature is the main source of information about these three kingdoms, and this because of this literature this era is also known as the Sangam period. And the another source is Ashoka's rock edicts that also mention about these three kingdoms. Now let's start with the Chola dynasty. The beginning of the medieval period saw the expansion and the rise of the Chola Empire. The Chola kingdom first came into the prominence in the 9th century, and the Chola kingdom extended from Nellore to Padukota and Mysore to Madras. Nellore is a place in Andhra Pradesh and Padukota is in Tamil Nadu. Mysore is the part of Karnataka and Madras now known as Chennai. The king of the Cholas defeated the Palwa kings and the other ruler, and they built a strong navy and even conquered Sri Lanka, part of Southeast Asia, and island of the Maldives and the Lakshadweep. Through this map, we can understand it better. The color, which the pink color, show the influence of the Chola dynasty in India and outside the India, and blue line show the trade route of the Chola dynasty. So in this way we can see that Chola also helped in spread of the Indian culture in India and also in the foreign countries. Now let's talk about the founder of the Chola dynasty. So the founder of the Chola dynasty was the Vijayalaya, who defeated the Palwas, and Vijayalaya's grandson Prantaka defeated the Pandya kings of the Madurai and ruled for 46 years. Madurai is now in Tamil Nadu. The Chola Empire rose to the supreme power under the greatest king Rajaraj I. He pursued the policy of conquest for 14 years and conquered the Chalukya kingdom of the Veji and captured the Kerala and Madurai. And he also built a temple, and the name of the temple is Raja Rajeshwara temple at Tanjore, and Tanjore is in Tamil Nadu. And he gave the name temple as Raja Rajeshwara on his own name, that is the Rajaraj first. And this temple is also known as Brihadeshwara temple, and this temple is devoted to Lord Shiva, and it is one of the largest temple of the South India. And architecture, if we talk about the architecture, it is constructed in the Dravid style of India, and there are also inscription written on it which told about or give the information about the Rajaraj Pratham, and these inscription written in three different languages, that is the Tamil, Sanskrit and the Maratha language. And yes, Rajaraj also spread the message of Vedas among the common people and also performed the Ashwamedh Yagya. After the Rajaraj, first, his son Rajendra Chola succeeded the throne and he ruled over the 28 years. He expanded his territory over the Andaman and Nicobar Island, Sumatra, Malaya and the Pegu, and he also defeated the Pala king Mahipala of Bihar and Bengal. And he also took a title Gangai Kondai. So why he took this title? He took the title because Rajendra Chola later attacked the Western Chalukya and their allies. He conquered land right up to the bank of the river Ganga. From the holy river, he collected the sacred water in the golden pot and poured it into a tank he called Chola Ganga. And from there, he adopted the title, and the title was Gangai Konda, which means the victor of the Ganga. But after him, Chola dynasty faced the decline. And what was the reason of the decline? Constant war and the internal conflict lead to the disintegration of the Chola Empire about 1279 CE, and also the rise of the Hindu kingdom at Vijayanagar gave the final blow to this dynasty. Now let's talk about the Pandyas. The kingdom of Pandyas was established in the 7th century. They ruled over the Madurai, Tirunelveli, part of Travancore in Tamil Nadu. It is reputed to be the most ancient of the Tamil state, and the founder of the Pandya dynasty was the Kandan Gori. His son Maruvarman Avni Sulemani came into conflict with the Palwas, and to defeat the Palwas, he made an alliance with the Cholas. And Pandya carried the frequent wars with the Sri Lanka also. But in the 11th century, they were compelled to submit the supremacy of the mighty Cholas. But in the 13th century, they assert their independence again under the Jalvarman Sundara Pandya. And soon Pandya's dynasty became the leading power in the South India. But unfortunately, Pandyas also faced the decline like the Cholas dynasty. And reason for the decline of the Pandya was the civil war that broke among the number of the contender of the throne, which sealed the fate of the kingdom. And also the Muslim invaders plundered and looted the kingdom and made it weak. So in this way, the Pandya dynasty also declined. So that's it. Today we will discuss only this one, and the rest of the chapter we will discuss in the next video. So thank you and have a nice day to all of you.